Alright everybody, I've been wanting to do this video in itself for a while. Basically, I want to add something new to my channel, sort of just discussing games while some gameplay is going on in the background. It doesn't really matter what the game is, but I just want to discuss things in general, and sort of add something new to my channel, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with Gears because, Gears is such a huge part of my channel. And what I tried to do a second ago, I love this kill right here. What I tried to do a second ago was a nice little trip. Okay, anyways, I always count when I kill myself as a trip, just in case you were wondering. But what I tried to do a second ago, which Xbox Live is just trolling me. I tried to get on Gears Judgment to show the player count, which is like less than 1,000, I think. Maybe less, maybe just a little bit over 1,000 playing right now, and that's when there's a lot of people playing. Honestly, it's a Friday night on weekend night, and it's just there's not nobody playing that game. I mean, there's people playing it, but not very many. And when I think back in the heyday of Gears, maybe Gears 3, Gears 2, there was a lot of people playing it. There was always matches to be found and always a good time to be had. And um, my main question right now is, what happened to Gears of War? I mean, I absolutely love the franchise. I love the games. I've had a lot of fun playing them. My channel has become like, an awesome Gear, just a place for really good Gears content. It was until I just got tired of the game. I got tired of the way that the franchise was going, and I stopped playing. And I recently, I guess call it nostalgia. I don't really know, but I'm suddenly felt the urge to get back into Gears, and I find myself just saying like, what's going on? What happened? Like I used to play this game, and just I love the excitement of the rush of this close quarters combat with Nashers, and just people on the outskirts of the map shooting at you with bolt hawks and hammer bursts and lancers and sniper bullets whizzing by, and on occasion finding their mark as they dome you in the head, and your head explodes, and just your brains go flying. It was such a unique style of game, and it was done so well. The gore aspect was something that you hadn't seen in games before, and the actual mechanics of the game, the character movement, the cover mechanics, the way you can move around the map and dodge bullets, and just it was something that had never been done. And honestly, I don't accept, like, I've never played a game that I've never played a third person shooter with better cover mechanics, better movement mechanics than Gears of War. And I'd say the pinnacle of that was probably Gears 3. I think the Gears 3's movement and cover mechanics are probably the best that I've ever played in a game. But but I mean, that still doesn't matter. It's like, still this game, the franchise. I mean, just take a look at Gears Judgment. It was just fucking horrible, and it's like the game has lost popularity. No one really seems to care about it anymore. People are just like, yeah, fuck Gears. What the fuck is Gears? I don't know what that is. I don't care about Gears. And it's a shame because it's a really really fun game to play, and I wish that it got more recognition. But even I myself am guilty of turning my back on Gears because there are some things that not just Gears. I mean, not just Gears 3, but Gears Judgment was just the worst. And I don't even honestly know where to begin. Let's just start with Gears 2. I can honestly say that the most fun Gears I've ever played was Gears 2, and I don't honestly know why, because we all know that Gears 2 had its flaws. But there was something about that game. I guess because it was new to me, because I'd just gotten into Gears when it was like Title Update 5 or something on Gears 2, so I was sort of a late bloomer on Gears 2 to begin with. But I mean, it just added something new that I hadn't seen before, and I really liked the gritty style, the dark, and just the gore of it, and then the action of all these close quarters battles that I was having. And it was just something, like, I sucked at it, but I wanted to get better. That's like a lot of games these days. If you're not good, or if I'm not good, I'm just thinking, what's the point? This isn't holding my interest enough to get better, and I don't really care to continue playing. and Gears had that that factor to it, to where you would play it and you would get destroyed, but you'd be like, okay, I want to get better. I like this game and I want to be better at it, and I want to do this to other people because that looks like fun. And it got to the point where I was doing that and I was just wrecking people, and I had my smoke out for some reason. But I was just destroying people, and I was playing it with my friends and making videos and having fun, and everybody was just loving it. And then Gears 3 came out, and the Gears 3 beta was just awesome, honestly. I think the one thing I hated from the beta was the retro, and that thing was just ridiculous. But I think they were just testing that because it was a new weapon. And the sawed off didn't really seem that bad in the beta, but it probably was. It was probably pretty horrible. But when Gears 3 launched, something was wrong. Honestly, in my opinion, something was wrong with that launch. Um, the retro and the sawed-off shotgun, those two guns, they just seemed completely out of place because it took all of the it felt like it took a lot of skill out of the close quarters combat of the game. Honestly, I mean the sawed off. If you guys remember, all you would have to do is just have them on your screen somewhere, and if you were within 10 feet of them, they were just gone. Any enemies on your screen within 10 feet of your character was just decimated, and that was really fucking stupid that they added that, because it just any Nasher players just got immediately infuriated from that, and honestly, it made me not want to play the game at all. I mean, that plus the retro would just down you in less than a second, and people got to where they could down people from 100 yards away, across the map just by putting it, because the individual bullets did so much damage that if they would just put it at you, it would be fairly accurate, and I mean, it would down you in like 1.5 seconds, and you wouldn't have time to do anything. And it was just the kill. I mean, it was just, yeah. In other, with a Nasher, you can kill somebody fast, but you had to hit them, and I mean, the Nasher's obviously a strong weapon, but it was never as bad as the sawed off and the retro where when Gears 3 came out, and I think that was the beginning of a lot of people just deciding, yeah, I just don't want to play this anymore. I'm tired of this. I don't want to have to put up with this shit, honestly. And that's what happened to me. And then, people would stop playing ranked because they would get into matches with teams that would do nothing but, retro sawed-off combo. And, that I think that's also, another main factor is like the death of ranked. Nobody plays ranked at all. Go on Gears Judgment, nobody plays ranked. I mean, nobody's playing that game to begin with. But go on Gears 3, you'll find some ranked games in Team Deathmatch. I think there's actually, surprisingly, consistently about 1,000 people playing ranked Team Deathmatch. But besides that, you might be lucky if you get, I don't know, maybe 100 people on a lucky night. You might get 100 people playing King of the Hill, and that's about it. And I think maybe the execution players play ranked. I don't really know. I don't play execution anymore because I don't know. It just doesn't seem. I just don't do it. I'm more of a King of the Hill fan, honestly. But yeah, the ranked is gone. I mean, it just seems annoying to a lot of the time you'll go into you have to play quick match if you want to get into a game. I mean, you could wait around for ranked matches forever and maybe find one, or you can play ranked deathmatch, and that's basically it. So, lack of a good matchmaking system is also a big issue to me, because a lot of times I go into quick match and I either get into a game with a full team, just wrecking the lobby, and then I constantly have bots on my team, or I'm just in a game with a bunch of bots, and maybe 25% of the time I get into a game with people and it's like evenly matched. But honestly, I don't really like those odds because I don't know. I would prefer a matchmaking system like ranked, I guess, where it just everybody is in, it's not split up into quick match and ranked, and everybody's in one sort of playlist. Like, say you want to play King of the Hill, there's no ranked, there's no quick match. It's just King of the Hill. Everybody's, maybe you put leaderboards in there. That's fine. That's a good way to keep people playing. call it ranked, call it whatever you want, or just call it King of the Hill, and just match people up. And if everybody's playing in that playlist, it's over 1,000 people playing, you're gonna find matches, and just do it like that. And if it takes too long, then fill it up with bots. I mean, put like a little time limit on the matchmaking, and I don't know. I don't even like that. I don't even like that idea, honestly. To fill it up with bots. I honestly think that you could find matches if you just search for people. Because I mean, Gears 3 at least has the population to do that. Gears Judgment, I don't think can do that. I think Gears Judgment has to have quick match, or else nobody's going to be able to find a game. But I mean, this is sort of an idea for like a new game that comes out, which I don't even think Epic's going to make another Gears, which is pretty sad to me. But I just wish more people were playing Gears 3. Oh, how did that guy not fucking die? That was some bullshit. And this pisses me off. He just fucking and look at him just swallowing. Oh my god. What is that? He's just fucking running at me with his chainsaw revved, and I'm just blasting him. Fucking douchebag. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's the end of the game. I don't know. Yeah, as I think of more things to talk about on this subject, I don't know. I'll bring it up. But honestly, what do you guys think happened to Gears of War? Like, what caused the? Is it just because games go out of date and people move on? That could be it. That could very easily be the reason. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. What happened to Gears of War? Why has it become, such a lesser game than what it was in the past? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have an excellent day.